I met a man at a market 3 years ago who was selling bags of crushed ice out of a tricycle. I thought nothing of it. Last year I ran into him again, and he had 2 delivery vans, a small warehouse, and 4 people working for him. He never changed what he was selling. He just kept going while everyone else was busy looking for something fancier. That story is the entire point of this video. The businesses that quietly build wealth are rarely the ones people talk about at dinner. They are not apps. They are not crypto. They are not some complicated investment scheme. They are physical, practical, and rooted in things people need every single day. Today we are going to go through 7 of those business ideas, and by the end of this video, you will understand exactly why these are working for people right now and why most people sleep on them. The first one is ice block production. We already know the demand is real. Restaurants need ice. Fish vendors need ice, events need ice, households in areas with unstable power need ice. An ice block machine runs on water and electricity and produces a product that people purchase daily. The reason this business stays underrated is because people see ice and think it is too simple. That simplicity is exactly why it works. Low competition, consistent buyers, and a product that cannot be replaced by anything digital. The second idea is charcoal production. In many parts of the world, charcoal is still the primary fuel for cooking. Families use it every day. Street food vendors use it. Small restaurants use it. The demand is massive, and it does not fluctuate much regardless of the economy. Charcoal is made from wood through a carbonization process that can be done with relatively simple equipment. Once you have a production setup and a reliable supply of raw material, you are producing a commodity that moves fast and moves constantly. The people quietly running charcoal businesses are not making noise about it online, but they are collecting money every week without fail. The third idea is hollow block making. Construction never fully stops. Even during slow economic periods, someone somewhere is building a house, a fence, a small structure, or doing repairs. Hollow blocks are one of the most basic building materials used in construction, and they are needed in large quantities for any project. A hollow block machine takes cement, sand, and water and produces blocks that builders buy by the hundreds. If you're near an area with ongoing construction activity, this business has a built-in market that keeps ordering. The fourth idea is soap and detergent production. This one surprises people because they assume the market is already taken by big brands. But there is a large portion of the market, especially in lower income communities and small retail stores, that buys locally produced soap and detergent because it is cheaper and accessible. Learning to produce bar soap, liquid soap, or powdered detergent requires basic training and affordable raw materials. The product is used daily in every household. Once you build relationships with small stores and sorry stores in your area, you have a distribution network that keeps moving your product without much effort. The fifth idea is water refilling stations. Clean drinking water is not something people can skip. In areas where tap water quality is questionable, which is most areas in developing countries, people buy purified water regularly. A water refilling station requires an initial setup investment for filtration equipment, but once it is operating, the cost of production is low and the sales are daily. Families come back with their containers every few days. You build a loyal base of regular customers who have no reason to switch if your water is clean and your service is consistent. The sixth idea is tire vulcanizing. Every vehicle on the road will eventually get a flat tire or need minor tire repairs. Vulcanizing shops handle punctures, valve replacements, and pressure checks. The equipment is not expensive, the skill can be learned relatively quickly, and the location is everything. A vulcanizing shop near a main road, a market area, or a transport terminal will always have walk-in customers. People do not plan for flat tires, which means they will stop at whatever shop is closest. This is a business built entirely on necessity and location. The seventh idea is dried fish and processed food production. Food preservation is a real business, and in coastal and rural communities, dried fish and processed meat products are sold daily in markets, small stores, and wet markets. The production process is straightforward, and the storage requirements are minimal compared to fresh products. More importantly, dried and processed food has a longer shelf life, which means you are not under pressure to sell everything the same day it is produced. You can build inventory, supply multiple vendors, and grow the operation over time. Now, here is what all 7 of these businesses have in common. None of them require you to be online. None of them depend on followers or algorithms. All of them sell something people need on a regular basis. And all of them are the kind of businesses that people overlook because they look ordinary on the surface. But ordinary products with consistent demand are how real, quiet wealth gets built. The people making money from these businesses are not waiting for the perfect moment. They started with what was available, they served their immediate market, and they kept going. You do not need a revolutionary idea. You need a practical one. Pick the business that matches your location, your budget, and your capacity. Then start. That is the only strategy that actually works.